You know, if you've ever tried to build something totally from scratch, I'm talking a company, a new project, really anything. You know there's the story you tell everybody, and then there's the story you tell yourself. So, that's what we're getting into today. We're going to pull back the curtain on those invisible, psychological weights that come with being a founder.
We all know the highlight reel, right? It's all that shiny stuff you see scrolling on social media. The big funding announcement, the awesome product launch, that screenshot of the very first sale. It's perfect, it's optimistic, it's all the proof that things are going great. But then there's the 2 a.m. reality, the stuff nobody ever posts. It's those quiet moments, just staring at a screen, asking yourself, am I completely delusional? Were all those people who doubted me, were they right all along?
And you know, this is the real danger. That's silence. It creates this massive illusion. It tricks you into believing that this crushing doubt, this deep, profound loneliness, is somehow your fault, a personal failing, that you're the only one on the planet feeling this way. But the truth is, it's one of the most common and most unspoken experiences of building something new.
So what is it that makes this feeling so specific to being a founder? I mean, it's not about being physically alone. You can be in a room packed with people and feel like you're on a different planet.
It really boils down to this. You are the only one, the sole keeper of the complete, finished vision. You can try to explain it, you can build little pieces of it, but that final, high-definition, technicolor version, the one that makes all the sacrifice worth it, that thing lives only inside your head. And yeah, this slide just nails that disconnect. Your team, they see their specific role, their piece of the machine. Your investors, well, they see the numbers, the part that fits into their thesis. Your family, they just see that empty chair at the dinner table, again. See, everyone you depend on only sees a little slice of it, but only you are carrying the weight of the entire picture.
The crazy part is, the journey doesn't start out this lonely, not at all. The beginning is all high fives and energy. The really dangerous part comes later. It's a period we're going to call the long, quiet valley.
So just look at this timeline for a second. You kick things off with this huge burst of energy. Everything's new and exciting. But then you hit the valley. And it's that long, drawn-out, uncertain stretch where all that initial excitement has worn off, but the real concrete results, they haven't shown up yet. It gets quiet, maybe a little too quiet.
So why is this valley the place where so many new things just die? Well, it's not always because the idea was bad. Nope. It's because the founder just couldn't emotionally survive that much uncertainty for that long. They just couldn't carry the weight of it all alone in the quiet while having to pretend to the world that everything was fine.
Okay, now this is the absolute core of what we're talking about today. What if this feeling, this loneliness, wasn't actually a problem that needed to be solved? What if it was a tool that could be used? This is the critical reframe, turning that painful solitude into a genuine superpower.
Let's just redefine the whole thing right here. Forget about it being a weakness. Founder loneliness is something else entirely. It's the price of the bet. It's the cost of admission you pay for trying to build something that actually matters.
I mean, think about it. The people who took the safe path, the ones who never really risked anything big, they don't feel this. This kind of weight is only carried by people who are trying to do something significant. In a weird way, this feeling is a signal, a sign that you're on the right track.
So the best founders out there, they don't run from this solitude. They learn how to harness it. First, they actually listen to the quiet. That's where the real clarity comes from. Second, they build a tiny, super trusted inner circle, not for applause, but for raw honesty. Third, and this is huge, they learn to treat their doubt as data, not as a verdict on who they are. And finally, they make it a ritual to remember why they started this whole crazy thing in the first place.
Let's dig into that point about doubt for a second. The wrong way to handle it is to either just shove it down and ignore it, or you let it become who you are. You think, I have doubts, so I must not be a real founder. But the right way? You treat it like a tool. You write it down, you get it out of your head, and then you ask, is this a rational concern I can solve, or is this an irrational fear I just need to manage? They are totally different things.
Okay, so we've been talking a lot about understanding the feeling, but what can you actually do? Like right now, tonight, if you're stuck in that valley? Well, there's actually a really direct, practical plan for that.
Here are 4 simple things you can do tonight. First, just acknowledge it. Give yourself permission to say, wow, this is really hard. Just stop fighting it. Second, find your anchors. Write down 3 things, just 3, that you know for certain about your business. Third, talk to one person. And look, the goal isn't to get them to save you, it's just to make the feeling real by saying it out loud.
And finally, shrink your focus. Forget next year, forget next month. What is the one single thing you need to get done tomorrow? Just start there. That's enough.
So let's bring this all home with one last thought. We started out by talking about the highlight reel versus the 2 a.m. reality as if they were opposites, but they're not. Every single success you've ever admired was born from these quiet, lonely moments of struggle. The darkness, the doubt, the weight. It's not the obstacle to success, it's the raw material.
So if you are feeling that weight right now, the final, most crucial takeaway is this: you are not broken. You are building. And from the inside, building something new and important has always felt exactly the same. Keep going.